What is up everyone? Today I'm back doing another video, and this particular video I'm going to be touching up on a subject which has caused quite a lot of controversy in the last few months, in fact even 2 years. And that controversy involves Lucozade versus the new EDWRD. Now, before I get into that, I just want to say this is not a sponsored video. I actually went out and bought both of these myself with my own money, and both companies are of course different. This is the new EDWRD, this is the current day Lucozade. So, but of course, if you want to go and check these out, these are out in supermarkets right now, absolutely everywhere in the UK, so go ahead and feel free. But if you want to find out more about this, then stick to this video because I'm going to compare them both. So first I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory behind this whole scenario. So how did these come about? So what's going on here? So back in April of 2017, I actually was editing one of my early videos and I decided to go and get a Lucozade. Come back upstairs and I'm there editing, and I feel something's not right. Is the temperature in the room different? Is it humid? Is there a fly in the room? Or did my Lucozade just taste very weird? And I look into this a little more and I find it tastes a little bit more citrusy, like it tastes a bit different, and it tastes a bit more like lemonade. And I'm thinking that's not Lucozade. So what's going on here? And so I do some research and I find out that Lucozade, unbeknownst to most people, changed their recipe. And I was utterly disgusted. I was so angry, I tipped the rest of that and the rest of the 6-pack that I bought, which cost only £2, down the drain. I was so utterly disappointed that I actually went out and managed to just about find some regular Lucozades before they all ran out. And by, I think it was about July or August, the original Lucozade formula before this one were all gone, and all hope was lost. However, there was a viral campaign on change.org, but basically most other people noticed the change, not just in this flavour but in all the others. All the others got affected by this, and the change.org campaign suddenly hit, I think, over 10,000. I'll put the figure up on the screen. But it was so bad that everyone noticed it, and Lucozade got a lot of hate for it, and their sales plummeted. And I emphasize that, and I say they actually took a nosedive. Some customers were happy. I'm one of them who was definitely not. But then finally, in August of 2018, after over a year of abuse, a new company stepped forward called EDWRD, and they said they are going to reintroduce the original formula. Now, as I say that, I mean it in a way that they're going to bring back the original taste. But as of late now, they finally released it to the public, and I ordered this I think a few days ago, and it arrived at my door in a 12-pack, and currently it's resting at 275 milliliter bottles made of glass compared to plastic. Now, I think this is a very good step in the right direction because glass bottles is what Lucozade was originally packaged in. It was sold by chemists as a drink to make you feel better when you were ill. However, the Lucozade back in 19-something, I think it was rebranded as an energy drink. But due to recent changes in the government, which have forced a sugar tax on us, Lucozade then changed their formula and halved the sugar. The taste is not terrible, but it's not Lucozade anymore. It just doesn't taste like it anymore. But I'm going to be doing a direct comparison between these two, and I'm going to do it right now. So both of these bottles have been sat in the same compartment of the fridge for an hour and a half. That's because a fizzy drink is a whole lot better cold than it is warm. And if you want to know exactly what I'm on about, like this whole scenario, if you actually want to see a video where someone rants on about this and really puts a lot of emphasis on everything, go and check out Alpha Watts, because he does a whole rant over this. He actually goes out and gets two of them and compares them both side by side. I'm doing the same thing here, right now. So this is Lucozade, straight from the shelf of Tesco, and Yeah, if you've ever had the new formula, it smells a little like the old one, but it's a bit more like they've added some flavour to it, like a bit more of like a citrusy lemon, like kind of 7-Up Sprite-ish sort of like hint to it. Yeah, and you can definitely tell it's not quite how it was, but we'll go ahead and just give it a pour. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's take his first sniff. Yep, straight off the bat, that smells exactly like how I remember it. Yep, it's very sweet, no variance in flavour, just definitely how it should smell, so let's go ahead. Okay, let's make sure we got these right. Let's put some more in there. Now, I think it's fair to say, I think the new one does have slightly less fizz in it, but that's not a problem. I'm hoping it will taste just how I remember it. So now, looking at these side by side, the colour difference, I do think that there's not much in it. Like, I will say, however, the new one does look a hair lighter than the normal Lucozade. Now, so normal Lucozade, let's give this a bit of a taste. Yeah, if you've ever had it before, the first initial taste is actually quite nice, but then the aftertaste, it just leaves your mouth. Like the fizz goes, the taste is all gone, and it's kind of a nasty taste, but not too bad. I mean, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm really excited to try this now because I haven't tasted this in 2 years, so. That's interesting. Right off the bat, I can definitely taste it. It's very sweet, but it's definitely got a very unusual taste to it. I mean, it's not a bad taste. It definitely tastes a lot like how I remember it. It definitely does taste quite nice, to be fair. Very sweet. The flavour holds. The carbonation is not quite as on point, but I definitely will say right now that's not a bad taste. So for now, only the original flavours out. They are going to also be re-releasing the original orange taste as well as what they call True Brew, because the same thing happened to Iron Brew and as well as Ribena. So who knows? They might even release the formula for Ribena and other things as well. Rate these on the spot out of 10. I give that a 6 because it tastes okay, but it's not the way I remember it. It tastes sort of, it's just not the right flavour for Lucozade, because it makes it taste a bit rank. So I definitely would not be buying that anymore. To rate that out of 10, I give it a 6. This one, on the other hand, I give that a 9. It doesn't taste exactly the same as what I remember, but as far as I can tell, it's much closer to the old formula than that one, because it's much sweeter, the taste holds in your mouth a lot longer, but I will comment and say that the fizz goes quite quickly. Even when I opened them up, you heard me open them both. It definitely sounded like there was only a very slight fizz in there, so next time I would say maybe work on trying to make it a little bit more fizzy, but I'd say for a taste, it tastes amazing. It tastes so nice, so I definitely recommend this. Hey guys, so this part of the video is actually being filmed about 3 or 4 weeks after the first part, because a few things have happened since then and I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update. So first thing, after that first part of the video was done, I decided to go onto NSA's Facebook page and go ahead and give them a recommendation. And so far, I'm going to show you what it said. So my recommendation reads, definitely better than what Lucozade has become. May not be the exact same taste, but definitely worth a try. However, it's kind of a lottery whether the bottle you open is a very fizzy or rather flat. But apart from that, they are spot on and will certainly be ordering again soon. Very well done, thumbs up, one very happy customer. But as soon as I wrote that, about a day later, EDWRD then came up and said, "Hi Dan, thanks for the feedback and glad to hear you're enjoying the drink. We're pleased to confirm that our next production runs in late May. We'll be using a different manufacturing process that should have a tangible improvement on the carbonation in the bottles." So what they're basically saying is about now, which is like late May, they should have definitely made them better. And as far as I can tell, they certainly have done so. Like the last few batches I've had, I mean, that first initial batch, the first bottle I had from that batch was a bit flat, but the other ones, some of them actually turned out to be proper good. And I'm not even joking, like they definitely know what they're doing. And as of late, I've had a few more batches and they just get better each time. So fair to say, EDWRD is definitely on their way. And from some other recommendations I've seen on there, I'll put the examples up on the screen right now. They have already said that in the coming months, they're going to be hopefully releasing them into supermarkets, which is a big step, because if I can find this stuff on the shelves of anywhere, then that will definitely bring a smile to my face, because as of late, we still have to order these online and they are still running for a very high price. I mean, much higher than Lucozade, so, but it's definitely worth a bargain. Like once you buy them, you know for a fact you want to make sure you drink them a bit more sparingly than your average drink. And this is one of the current 12 packs that I'm working on right now. Now, of course, obviously I've had a few already, but as you can see, they come in a very reasonable pallet. It's very sturdy and it came undamaged. And every box I've had has come undamaged. And I will say they definitely work. They definitely are. They're just amazing. Like I can't. There's no words to explain. So, and as far as I can tell, this is definitely going to be the best way to ship them to all supermarkets, corner shops, petrol stations, etc. But of course, things like this don't happen overnight. So this is where you guys come in. I suggest you go onto EDWRD's Facebook page and give them a like, especially if you want them to come back right now. Because frankly, I'm pretty sure, as you'll agree, I'm sick and tired of waiting, but obviously it is out, but not truly out. Like it's not as simple as that. So that's pretty much most of the updates I have at the moment. I don't know for a fact when they are. They do say the coming months. So that might mean like summer, or maybe, I don't know. It could be any time, because it's not every day a new product manages to get like super popular like that. I definitely appreciate you guys sticking around, because of course without this, I don't know where I'd be right now. So anyway, I want to say right now, thank you guys for watching, and I've got a few words to say. Again, make sure you go check out Alpha Watt's video on Lucozade, because of course he's the one who first sort of like gave out a very serious word that it was changing. He was one of the first ones to notice, and also everything he says is true. Like I could not agree more with what he says. Second, make sure you go subscribe to Osh HD, because he's recently just done a trampoline overnight video, so spending the night on a trampoline. And not even joking, I definitely recommend go watching it, because it's an absolute banger. And third, Flip and Trip, or Ryan, as you may know him. Definitely go give him a follow and a like, and also subscribe to his channel, because even though he's not been uploading, he's definitely on the way to coming back. You just need to give him a chance and he'll come back, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to do videos for you guys. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking around, and make sure you go subscribe to my channel for more of these sorts of videos. And if you want to see more videos like this particular one, just leave a comment down below and maybe I'll see what I can do. Make sure you also press the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any, and be sure to share around with your friends. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.